Hello everyone. In this session, let us look at the variety of factors that influence the network design decisions in supply chain. So, first factor may be strategic factor. A company's competitive strategy has a very significant effect on network design decisions within the supply chain. Company that focus on cost leadership tend to find the lowest cost location for their manufacturing facilities, even if that means locating very far from the market they serve. For example, in early 1980s, many apparel producers moved all their manufacturing out of United States to countries with the lower labor costs in hope of lowering costs. With the drop in apparel quotas in 2005, most of the manufacturing is now moving to low-cost countries such as China. The companies that focus on responsiveness tend to locate facilities closer to the market and may select a high-cost location if this choice allows the firm or the company to react quickly to the changing market needs. The Zara is a Spanish apparel manufacturer, has a large fraction of its production capacity in Portugal and Spain, despite the higher cost there. The local capacity allows the company to respond quickly to changing fashion trends in Europe. Its responsiveness to changing fashion trends has allowed Zara to become one of the fastest growing apparel retailers in the world. So convenience store chain actually aims to provide easy access to customers as a part of their competitive strategy. Convenience store networks thus may include stores that cover an area, with each store being relatively small. In contrast, discount stores such as Sam's Club use a competitive strategy that focuses on providing low prices. Like this, their networks have very large stores and customers often have to travel many miles to get one. The geographic area covered by one Sam's Club store may include dozens of convenience stores. So global supply chain networks can best support their strategic objectives with facilities in different countries playing different roles. For example, Nike has production facilities located in many Asian countries. Its facility is in China and Indonesia, focus on cost and produce mass market lower price shoes for Nike. In contrast, facilities in Korea and Taiwan focus on responsiveness and produce high priced new designs. The differentiation allows Nike to satisfy a wide variety of demands in the most profitable manner. So it's important for the company to identify the mission or strategic role of each facility when designing its global network. According to Castra Parados suggests that these strategic roles can be classified in different ways, like offshore facility, source facility, server facility, contributor facility, or outpost facility, lead facility. So if you look at the offshore facility, that is low cost facility for export production. An offshore facility serves the role of being a low cost supply source for markets located outside the country where facility is located. The location is selected for an offshore facility should have low labor and other costs to facilitate low cost production. Given that many Asian developing countries waive important tariffs if all the output from the factory is exported, they are preferred sites for offshore manufacturing facilities. Like if you take shows facility, low cost facility for global production, this has a low cost as its primary objective, but its strategic role is broader than that of the offshore facility. A source facility is often a primary source of product for entire global network. Source facility tend to be located in place where production costs are relatively low, infrastructure is well developed, and a skilled workforce is available. Good offshore facilities migrate over time into source facilities. Many Chinese and Indian apparel manufacturers are attempting to transform into source facilities since the drop in apparel quota. Like that, server facility, that is regional production facility. This server facility objective is to supply the market where it is located. A server facility is built because of tax incentives, local content requirement, tariff barriers, or high logistics costs to supply the region from elsewhere. In late 1970s, Suzuki partnered with the Indian government to set up Maruti Udyog. Initially, Maruti was set up as a server facility and produced cars only for the Indian market. The Maruti facility allows Suzuki to overcome the high tariffs on imported cars in India. Like that, we have contributor facility. This regional production facility with the development skills. This contributor facility serves the market where it is located, but also assumes responsibility for product customization, process improvements, product modification, or product development. Most well-managed server facilities become contributor facilities over time. The Maruti facility in India today develops many new products for both the Indian and overseas markets and has moved from being a server to contributor facility in the Suzuki network. Like that, outpost facility, which is regional production facility built to gain local skills. So it's primarily this facility is located to obtain access to knowledge or skills that may exist within certain region. Given its location, it also plays the role of server facility. The primary objective remains one of being a source of knowledge and skills for the entire network. Many global firms have set up outpost production facilities in Japan despite the high operating costs. Then lead facility that leads in development and process technologies. This facility creates new products, processes, and technologies for the entire network. Lead facilities are located in areas with good access to a skilled workforce and technological resources. So this is about strategic factor influencing network design decisions. So in the next session, we will look at technological factors. Thank you.